want to say your name, and since you're not in school anymore, just say where you work.
Okay.
Or, well, not where you work, what you do for work.
Yep.
And you're here to, what is it here for? Talk about your biggest financial mistake.
Is that what I'm here for?
No. You're here.
He don't even know his own set. Hey, everybody cut this. I'm going to take this over now, all right? What's up, y'all? My name is Kelvin. I look... Oh, Obi, you did this? Like...
Thumbs up. Okay.
Oh, you did? And it should be more... The demographic is college, so I'm going to say what's up. Is that cool? All right. What's up, y'all? My name is Kelvin. I work as a receptionist at a clinic, and I'm here to talk to y'all about my financial literacy journey. Yeah, I would say that my biggest financial regret or mistake is the exact reason I'm here, and it comes to financing school. Going into college, senior year, I wasn't diligent enough in looking for scholarships, applying for financial aid, and looking at financial aid packages that schools offer. Especially as an African American man, there's a lot of scholarship opportunity that are around for people like us, and I didn't take advantage of that at all. I also only applied to very expensive schools. I applied to 3 private schools, knowing that what tuition was for a year was what my mom made in a whole year. So that wasn't smart on my end either. Going into college, I kind of went in on a whim. Why y'all laughing? Going into college, I wasn't given very much financial aid, and I kind of just went in with faith, thinking that, hey, I'm just gonna give it everything that I have. I also was kind of scared to not go to a 4-year university to begin with, because I don't want to be the only person amongst my friends to not go to a 4-year university. So going into school, I had plans to drop out of school my fall quarter, and it kind of took me begging the financial aid office, sending letters to the board of directors, and threatening them that I'd drop out of school. Luckily, I got a really good GPA that quarter, so they wanted to keep me around. But nonetheless, I could have consistently looked into scholarship opportunities, found more ways to get my school funded, and a lot of it was hard work and a lot of it was sacrifice, but there was a much more efficient way to get through.
That was deadly.
Is that cool?
Okay.
So graduating in June 2019, I went about 3 months without a job. And so a lot of my summer consisted of me speaking to mentors and figuring out what I needed to do once I got a job. And they recommended, save your money, of course, like you're living with your mom, things like that, right? Like save your money. And then I was also pointed in the direction of Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is a guy that speaks on financial literacy, and he's a big finance guy that teaches people how to take care of their personal finances and how to come out rich by the time they retire. And one thing that he's not a fan of is debt whatsoever. And he's all about knocking out debt right off the bat. Outside of like saving $1,000 for an emergency fund, he's all about knocking debt off right off the bat. And so I kind of picked that up a little bit, and then it just made more sense to me to knock off my debt right now. I think that my life is only going to get more expensive as I find a companion to be with, as I build a family, buy a house, and make these really big investments in my life. I think that it would suck to have that those student loans hanging over my head, that $200, $300 payment over my head during the times where my life is the most expensive. So right now, my overhead costs are really, really low. The budget is outlined on the website. I only have to pay $100 for rent. I pay for a lot of my things too, and my mom is super amazing to me, still feeds me. And so right now is a perfect time for me to get out of debt when things are cheap.
Go.
No, I practice in the shower today. So. Oh yeah.
Keep that smile on your face.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, that's a twofold answer for me. The first one being that your work ethic doesn't necessarily reflect how much money you're going to make. And there's a really big perception of what wealth looks like in various communities. So to answer the first part, Growing up as a Ghanaian immigrant, we went to church together. All the community was together. Vastly African, maybe a sprinkle of one or two white people. But nonetheless, my family, I had family members that would come up to me and tell me, hey, your dad is super rich. My dad worked at a car wash. He wasn't super rich, but he worked really, really hard, and so did my mom. My parents didn't eclipse $100,000 for a dual income, but we were perceived as rich, and I thought my family was rich because I knew my parents worked really, really hard. And that was kind of the formula that I picked up on when it came to wealth and wealth building growing up. I thought it was all about, hey, hard work. If you work hard in anything that you do, like, you'll make it. And that's not necessarily the case. It's important to have the posture of working hard, but at the same time, it's better to work smart. There are so many efficient ways to make money, especially in such a robust economy like the United States. There's very many industries to go into. You have a lot more freedom financially, so that's something that's super important to know. Now, to answer the second part, my dad kind of liked cars. He had an Escalade, and he had a Chrysler 300, and he thought I thought we were popping. I thought that was it. I thought we were rappers, you know. I thought we were ready to go. But once again, as I said before, we didn't eclipse $100,000 for a household income. So what looked really, really rich in our eyes was the exact opposite. Bill Gates is an amazing example. I think there is when I used to have Twitter, there was a picture of like Bill Gates and a couple other CEOs, and then there was a picture of the Migos. And it was interesting to see what wealth looked like in one picture and what wealth looked like in the other. And the perception of wealth is very deceiving. Instagram can be very deceiving. So don't fixate yourself on the jewelry, the Rolex, the Gucci. We all want that stuff, but it's far more important to do the things that to invest your money and make money in places where people actually can't see.
But a Rolex would be nice, though.
A Rolex would be nice, and it's coming too. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Long term, you know, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what industry I want to go into. So to answer like a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, you know, my biggest goal is to be leading something that has an equitable mission and makes me money. But at the very end of the day, I want to be able to serve my family, serve my wife, serve my kids, as well as leave a legacy of philanthropy. I think I have a huge affinity for children. I love babies and I love kids, and I grew up in daycare. And I think it would be an amazing thing to build a daycare with my wife and have it be completely free. You know, do something, leave a legacy that way. Have single moms that really need to work and bring their kids to find daycare. Like, that would be an amazing thing to leave. If you asked me this question about 2 months ago, I'd probably give you a number about how much I wanted to retire with, but I know that that's not necessarily what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to help people. I want to give back to people, and I want to be remembered for that.
Kelvin.
Y'all ain't for real?
You deserve it.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible, bro. Yo, not only did you forget my birthday, now y'all don't even know my name. Oh my gosh. No, you're right though. That is worse. It is what it is. All right.